Yo, what's going on, guys? It is your lad DJ Wacky, and I am back with another FIFA 20 player review. And guys, this morning I got literally nothing at all on my FUT weekend league rewards, but to be fair, I only got silver 1. However, I had to go ahead and review this latest second inform 87 rated Riyad Mahrez, and look at him straight away. 4-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. I spent 140k on him around 6 o'clock today, but to be honest, I just checked right now, he's dropped down to 120, so he's not really too badly priced for an inform at this rating. And overall, his attribute details is pretty much quite solid all round. I mean, great pace is obviously standing out over there with brilliant acceleration. Shot power, not bad as well. Passing again in 83, matching up with that shot. Dribbling is probably his key attribute, with obviously great balance overall, great agility and ball control. So you know he's going to be quite smooth at dribbling. And yes, his physicality might be quite let's just say off, because obviously there's stuff like strength, aggression, etc. that's not really going to play much effect to him. But stamina, he's going to last quite a while in the game time. So we'll go around to the game footages that I have over here, and obviously we'll see how he goes round. Earlier on today I played 4 games with him so far, and to be fair, right, he's not been too much of a bad player. I mean, if I am going to compare him to the 86 Riyad Mahrez, which I have used for quite some time, I'll be fair with you, I've not seen major changes. I mean, he's probably just a bit more smoother on dribbling, but other than that, there was no other key factor over there. His shot was pretty much felt like the same as the Mahrez I had beforehand, and also in terms of his overall stamina and strength, it was just something that kind of put me off in the first place. So Mahrez does have that, literally that little key detail where he positions himself so neatly and nicely across to lay off onto a pass. He literally seems to be in the right areas that you just want to lay off that crossing through to him, or even if it's a long pass, he just positions himself so smoothly, and it does work well when you can nip through and dribble it neatly to go ahead and score a goal. Like, this was the 90th minute. Unfortunately, I did lose the game, but you can see he was just pushing in for that effort. It was just unfortunate I didn't get that goal at the end. So first game on his debut, literally got a goal straight away, which I'm not really going to complain about. It was a great team I went up against. Second game, he stood out a lot more. I mean, that was a fantastic shot. You can see that just pretty much landed from out of nowhere. And Mahrez does have that a bit of an ability. I think he's more like Lacazette when it comes to shot accuracy. It's just pretty much spot on. As long as you're inside the box, whether you're going to be shooting diagonally, whether you're going to be shooting dead on onto the keeper, he's pretty much going to hit that back of the net each time round. And I think what it is with Mahrez is just that overall he's balanced out quite neatly for someone that you want to have that reliability on for. But again, I will mention the fact that the real massive con with him, he's just able to slip up all the time, as you can see on the previous footage, that he just kind of gets shrugged aside just so easily. I mean, he's just toppled over himself. And I think when it comes to strong defenders, like Van Dijk was just pretty much bullying him in the first game that I had with him. He was just toppling over. He couldn't get through. You see over there, he just rolls around, and that's what it is. And in this game, he did end up scoring 2 goals before the half-time, and that ended up with a freaking rage quit from my opponent. So obviously he's doing some damage. And on the final game footage over here, guys, once again, he's very reliable. He's been in and out on the field, stays pretty much in the attacking area. That dribbling works pretty nicely. Great assist over here to Jamie Vardy, which led to the back of the net. And like I said, Mahrez does have that key attribute when it comes to offensive gameplays. You don't see him behind the line so much. It's more like he's going to be obviously in the attacking area, and I think that's because of the medium work ratio that he does have. But I would avoid placing him as a right mid for that reason. I did use him as a right forward, but I would have preferred to use him as a right winger. Now going back on and thinking how it's best to use him for his overall work ratio. But if you stick a Hunter or Hawk with him, I can imagine him just being absolutely incredible. And I think literally if you use the best key details that he does have, he's going to work wonders for your team. Now this is where I'm going to actually point out something. I have new Sterling, I have new Salah. Them two are better than Mahrez. Even this 87 Mahrez, they just literally fit in a lot better. If you're like me and use a right forward, you're going to want them two instead rather than having Mahrez. Don't get me wrong, Mahrez is not bad, but Sterling is the same value as Mahrez, the second inform as Mahrez that he has. And I don't think it's worth choosing Mahrez over Sterling. I think Sterling just has that better dribbling. He has just better shot power. I think pace as well is just a lot more reliable. I really can't think of the difference between them two, and I can't find any differences between the pace wise of the gameplay overall between them two, and it just feels like Sterling has that just a bit more of a slighter edge. I mean, overall, I just think Sterling just performs a lot more better than Mahrez. But like I said, he was reliable in the game, and that's why my Godfather level has to be a 7.5 out of 10 stars. And the only reason why I didn't want to give him an 8 is just literally it felt like no difference from the 86 as much, apart from the ball control area, which I did mark up on that as a pro over here, as you can see. Other things that including shot accuracy, where he lays off and runs through the passes that you can assist onto him, accelerates into key areas. All these things I do want to mention, and he is quite useful as having as a right wing, but probably that's where you want to keep him rather than as a right forward. If you are thinking a lot more aggressive, then yes, go for Salah and go for Sterling, because they'll work a lot more wonders in your team. But I can't think he's just overall too bad, but 7.5 stars is where I'll give it in. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about the review. Hopefully, you guys may get a better understanding of Mahrez. If you are going to use him this weekend league, then hit that like button and obviously comment below and share your thoughts to the community. And yeah, I will be back for more player reviews, guys. I have been getting some suggestions for with a couple of things that I want to alter up on my player reviews. Don't worry, I am listening to the community. I'm just going to work my magic along later on, I would say sometime next month, or maybe after the new year, just to give it a bit more of a patch and see how far we can take my channel. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the review and it has been useful. Like, share, subscribe. On the road to 1,000 subscribers. It is your live DJ Wacky, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace up. Group A, we got Club Berg. I don't know, it's a freaking Belgian
They've
club.
lost anyway.